Good afternoon, wonderful YouTubers. I pray you all are having a safe, blessed day. I really do. Thank you for watching my channel, A Dash of Love. Welcome back to my kitchen, and I hope you keep watching. For those of you who don't know, I'm Rhonda, and I do appreciate it. Today, I'm going to fix... look at me again. Some cube steak, some country style steak. And I've got some vegetables here that I've got to chop up. And we're going to have some rice. And I'm thinking about some roasted carrots. And I think that'll be good. So, we're going to get to it. Okay. Get this phone right. Can y'all see? So we talked about the root and how easier it is to chop onions. I'm still learning, you know, I catch myself doing that a lot, and they tell you not to do that because you could get, you know, slide off and boom, you know, you could cut yourself. The proper way is with your fingers down here and, you know, just hold it. You can hold it with like this. That's actually the best way to hold a knife. A lot of people hold it up like here. I don't think that's comfortable. I guess you need to hold it the best way that you feel that's comfortable. But the proper way is with your middle finger here and your two fingers on each side. I just thought I would share that. And I do the middle finger, the index finger a lot. I think that's the index finger. Is that the index finger, y'all? And you're supposed to, you know, and when you're chopping, take this side, and when you touching like this part, and you got your fingers bent, then you know that you're not gonna cut your fingers. Like I said, I'm still practicing, you know. But I've got to saute these onions, and I've got some green pepper. We normally don't put green pepper in it, but I am today. Just a little bit, not much. I like chopping my onions with a smaller knife. I feel like I get a better, a thinner cut, but, you know. And you got to have a good sharp knife. You know, it's hard to chop anything with a dull knife. I think that might be enough onions. I believe that's plenty. I believe that's more than plenty. If y'all watch the cinnamon rolls, try making that. It's not hard, and they're really delicious. It's a good recipe. I was surprised that you didn't have to have any eggs. Normally, you know, you have to have eggs in most of the ones I've ever made. But that's a great recipe. I should have named that after my stepdaughter. The title of it should have been Cassie's Cinnamon Rolls. But I didn't think about it till after I posted it. I'm going to chop this rest of this onion up. I may need it for later. You never know. I can put it in a baggie and save it for tomorrow. Okay. Okay, now I've got some green pepper. And I'm not going to do a lot. I always chop from the flesh side, the inside. It's better on that part. This is rough on the knife, okay? And it chops better. It really does. I really like my plastic board better because things slide across it easier than the wooden one. I guess I ought to do a little bit more green pepper than that. That don't look like much. Might as well finish this one off. All right. And then I've got some button mushrooms. They are clean. I cleaned them. I wiped them off very good and brushed them with a little brush. What do y'all like with y'all's country style steak? Leave me a comment and let me know. Y'all like gravy or potatoes or rice? That's awful tough. I don't eat that part. Put that in a trash bowl. Alrighty. We got some mushrooms and some onions and green pepper. That looks tough too. Okay. Alrighty. So, get all this and put it in my trash bowl. If I had a place to plant right now, I would stick the root of that onion in the ground. I've got some spring onions that I planted last year. Randy said, they're gonna die, they're gonna die. I said, no, they're not. They're huge now and they got greenery on them like about up to there. They're pretty. He said, you were right, they didn't die. I said, I told you. Anyway, let me crank this pan up and I'll be back. Now I've got about 4 or 5 pieces of cube steak in here. You know, cube steak used to be very inexpensive, but it's not anymore. I don't think anything is inexpensive anymore. But I'll show you in just a minute how we fix ours. Hey, I'm back. I've got my breading station ready, and this is the way I do it. You don't have to do it just like I do it. I'm just showing you my application of this cube steak, okay? All right, I got, excuse me, y'all, I got 4 platters here. All right, I've got 1 egg with about 1/4 of a cup of water and a scrambled it up the best I could. I added salt and pepper. And you can add anything else you'd like, garlic or onion, anything like that. Then I salt and peppered my meat. It's almost room temperature. Then my flour, it doesn't matter what kind of flour. I think I got all-purpose flour, no, self-rising flour in here today. It's not like we're making biscuits or pastry or something with this, so that'll be fine. Okay. All right, this is the way I do it. I take this and I dump it in there, in the flour first. I don't always do everything like this, but I do my country style steak this way. And then I dump it in the egg really well. And make sure you season all these applications, okay? And then press that flour down into that meat. See? Try to press it down in there. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna stick it over here in this empty dish. All right. I just sautéed my vegetables, and I cooked them in a little bit of olive oil and vegetable oil. I didn't cook them all the way because they're going to be cooking for a while. We're going to do this steak about 45 minutes to an hour on each side, because that's the only way you're going to get this steak fork tender. Did I dump that in the egg? I get to talking and I can't remember. Oh well, I'm gonna do it again if I didn't. This might be extra crispy. I can't remember if I did. I don't think I did. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay. I try to keep one hand clean. Sometimes it's hard. All right, egg. Eggy, eggy, eggy. Pat it in there. Got one more left. One more. I didn't have but 4. I thought it was 5 in there. But that is absolutely plenty for us. I'll eat one, and he'll probably eat 1 or 2, and he'll eat the next one tomorrow for lunch. This is one of his favorite foods, I think. Almost got me. Let me get a paper towel. Okay. Alrighty. That's good. That's good, that's good. Alrighty. And that's that. And then I'm gonna get my skillet over here cranked up, and I'll be back. Now guys, I'm not gonna throw this flour away that I breaded my meat with. not yet, in case I need some extra flour to, for my gravy, you know. It's going to be cooked anyway, so it'll be fine. Okay, I'm waiting for my skillet to heat up. Hey, let me get a clean set of tongs. I've got about 1/4 of a cup of canola oil in here. I do have a little bit of vegetable oil also, because I wanted to finish this little bit I had left. I think y'all can see. And I'm going to just set these right in there. Now, y'all don't have to put as many onions in yours as I do mine. I just love onions. I could just eat an onion sandwich. I love them so much. Just saying. You can liberally. Is it right? Liberally? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You can put right much salt and pepper on these steaks. I mean, not a lot of salt, but you know, you don't want it unsalted, I can tell you that. And I'm going to brown them. I'm not going to cook them all the way like this yet. I'm going to brown them on each side. And then I'm going to take them out of the skillet. And then I'm going to make my gravy. And put my vegetables in there. And then tuck these in there. And let it simmer for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, until they're really tender. So this is something that you want to get started early on. Now, a lot of people put them in a crock pot. It's okay. It's very good. But you run a risk of knocking all of your batter off. And I think that the batter being on it is, you know, it's good. But it's totally fine if you want to, you know, start them off. And my sister cooks hers in the oven, and she says it's good. I haven't tried it that way. I need her recipe. So, anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. See? The brown, I flipped them over. I'm going to let them brown on the other side, and then I'm going to take them out. And then start my gravy. And that's easy peasy, simple. And then just turn it down. Check it every now and then, you know, but turn it down to where it's just simmering for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then flip it over and then cook it the same amount of time on the other side. And you will be able to it will be so tender. Be the best cube steak you ever had. I promise. All right, I took them out. And see how crispy they are? See that? It smells amazing. So, and some of the batter will come off. I mean, you know, it's... You can't be but so careful. Some of it's going to fall off. I mean, because you have to handle it. Okay. I'm going to get my stuff ready for the gravy, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I got about 3.5 tablespoons of flour in this pan. Here comes Randy. And I'm going to add my water, but I added some Better Than Beef bouillon into my water, because you don't have to, but I think it gives it really good flavor. If you have regular beef bouillon cubes, you can dissolve it in there and do it. It's you know, whatever you have in your pantry. All right, I'm looking to see if I need any more flour. It's something you just have to play by ear. So that's about 4 tablespoons of flour. Because you know this is a big pan. You want to get it brown. And it's just about there. And you want to do it on medium high. So you can cook all that flour out. And it's going to do some steaming. I may have to add a little bit more water. I don't know yet. That's a good brown gravy too. I normally make it too light. Look how brown this gravy is, babe. Say hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
He just got back from the grocery store. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more water so it won't be so thick. Turn that heat down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to that because that's gonna be entirely too thick. You just have to play it by ear, y'all. But I remember, you know, what I used. And I will put it in the description. That's some good looking gravy. Let's see what it's gonna do, because as it simmers, guys, with your meat in it, it's gonna get thicker. And you wanna make sure it's thin enough to where it's gonna, you know, cook without turning into paste. So that's about 5 cups of water, maybe 6. Yeah, it's almost 6 cups of water, 5.5. All right, let me crank it back up, see what it's gonna do. And keep stirring it for a minute so everything got mix up, so you won't have any clumps of flour. Let me see if I need to add any salt. Oh yeah, need some salt, y'all. It's like gravy and potatoes take a lot of salt. Let me get a clean spoon. Still need some more. That's got to be enough. Add some more pepper. Alrighty. Now I'm going to add my vegetables. That's the way I want it, because I know it's going to thicken up more. Because it's got that little bit of silkiness to it. I may have to add some more water once it gets, you know, it's been cooking a little while. You just move your meat around gently and just add a little bit of water. And that's all you have to do. Randy taught me how to cook this, y'all. I couldn't make a piece of tender cube steak for nothing. And my hubby taught me how to make this. Didn't you, baby?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You did. What's wrong? All right, I'm gonna nestle the meat in here now. Gently. And you just leave it alone, turn it down, and let it cook. What, Randy, 45 minutes or so on each side?
Yep. Real low.
On real low, he said.
We want it to simmer.
He said just barely simmering. I'm telling you the truth. I had no idea how to cook this. He showed me. And he told me when we first started dating he didn't know how to cook. He lied. I'll be back, y'all. Hey, guys. It's been almost an hour. And I'm getting ready to flip them. But I just wanted to show y'all. So, I don't want to splash the phone, but I'm going to flip them. I'll see you back. Hey, so I've got some carrots here. Probably a couple of cups of carrots. They're small. It's those little baby carrots. And I preheated my oven to 400. And I'm going to put some salt and some pepper. And a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to stir them around. Get them coated really good. I love carrots. Try to spread them out some. Okay. Rinse my hands off. And as soon as my oven preheats, I'm going to stick them in a 400-degree oven for about 20-25 minutes. Hey, I'm going to fix some rice. And I like jasmine and I like this basmati. They both have a really good flavor. It's naturally, it says naturally fragrant. Naturally fragrant rice. But I like it. You can pretty much use that rice just about in everything. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little down today. I guess I'm expecting my my YouTubing to go a little bit better, but I'm not a quitter. But anyway, I'm sauteing. Oh, hold on. Let me put my carrots in the oven. Oh, woohoo! Carrots going in the oven. And they cook about 20 minutes. We'll check them in 20 minutes. I'm sauteing, or whenever this oven heats up, the stove heats up. Yesterday, y'all, this thing did something crazy. You know, I've been complaining about it. But the thing came on by itself. I mean, just started beeping, came on by itself. I'm like, that's strange. And then it went off. Then my microwave, I was cooking some potatoes in it. I haven't posted that video yet, but I was fixing some potatoes in it. And it started beeping, just constantly beeping, wouldn't stop. I couldn't get it to stop, and I got Randy up here, and we had to kind of unplug it to get it to stop. So, I don't know. I believe, I believe my appliances might have a ghost. I don't know. It's weird, ain't it? I'm sorry, stove. I won't complain about you no more. Oh, me, that's funny. But anyway, I got a pot here, and I'm just sauteing half of an onion. I thought about putting the entire onion in there. Well, no, I didn't have but a half of one. What am I talking about? I didn't have but a half of one. Sorry, guys. I had somebody that's working on my lawnmower, and I had to go out there and talk to him a second. But I'm also going to add a little bit of this. I really love all this better than bouillon stuff. I'm going to add a teaspoon of that in here. And you don't have to add all this stuff. But I tell you, that stuff is packed with flavor, and it lasts a right good while. I mean, just that little bit right there is full of flavor. I'm gonna saute these onions and throw the rice in there with it in a minute, and I'm gonna toast the rice up with the onions. With rice, it's always like 1 cup of rice, you got 2 cups of water. So it's 1 to 2 ratio. And I'm just going to toast this rice up a little bit. I've never rinsed my rice. Some people rinse their rice. I've never done that. Maybe I should try that sometime. But when you toast it, it just brings out the flavor more, and I don't know, it just does something to it. Makes it nuttier. Makes it nuttier. So I hope y'all had a good day. It's pretty today here in North Carolina. Those of you, if you're watching and you're not from North Carolina, tell me where you're from. I'd like to say hello to you. Leave me a comment. Tell me where you're from. And you should visit North Carolina. I live closer to the Virginia line, but I've lived in several places in North Carolina. I've lived in Greensboro. I've lived in Reedsville, North Carolina. I've lived in Burlington. That was when I was younger. Alrighty. Alrighty. It's getting good and toasted now. Releasing all that good nuttiness. Right? Good nuttiness. Look at there. Now I'm going to add my 2 cups of water. think I was shy just a drop. Now that's 2 cups of water. We'll put it on high for just a minute. And let it get to bubbling. I'm gonna get out my keyboard one of these days, y'all. And I'm gonna play for y'all. I haven't played since, maybe once since my hand surgery. And my thumbs are still a little tight. Well, this one's tight. This one, I told Randy that this one hadn't been right since my surgery. Well, it got better, but this one, to me, hasn't healed as well as this one. But it's been kind of hard to play. I play by ear, and I'm going to get it out, and I'm going to play y'all some songs, maybe, if you want me to. If you want me to do it, comment. If I don't get a comment, then I know you don't want me to. If you want me to, just say, yes, please play. And I will. I think I forgot to add some salt to that. Booyah. All right, when it comes to a boil, we're going to put the lid on it, turn it down, and we're not going to touch it. Okay, now we're going to turn it down. And then we're not going to touch it for, heck, I done forgot. 20 minutes. You let it simmer on low, or, you know, just simmering. I don't know if you call it low. I got it on 3. But with that stove, I'm not sure if you would consider that a low or what. I don't know. But 20 minutes and it will be perfect. 20 minutes and it shall be perfect. And with the onions and the bouillon, it'll be some good rice. So if y'all want me to play, comment, okay? And I will bring it up here and I'll start practicing and I'll play y'all a song. Okay, I'll see y'all back in a few. Hey. Hello. Look at that. Perfect rice. And all you have to do is just leave it alone. Look at that. I just put a little pat of butter in there just now and let it melt. So that's done. Done. Carrots are almost ready. And we're just gonna have regular bread, loaf bread. And it'll be ready in just a minute. And we're gonna have dinner. Y'all come and eat. Y'all come and eat. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. It's done. Can y'all see that? Hold on. Look at there. All right, let's see what he says. You want a spoon for your rice? I don't have a big one. It's in the dishwasher. Is it tender? Oh, it cut with a fork.
Oh, Rhonda, this is good.
Ain't he mean, y'all?
It is good.
Huh?
It is good.
Show them how easy it is to cut at least.
Keep on showing how easy it is to eat.
Huh? See, look how tender that is, y'all. And you know what? I said, Randy, you need to tell them how good it is. You know, you need to learn how to explain food. So he was like, oh, Rhonda is really good. Crazy. Is it really good?
Mm-hmm. Bye, y'all.
He's ready to eat. But it really is good. He's just messing with y'all. I told y'all he's a character. And these carrots are, they're really good too, y'all. You need to try that if you haven't ever roasted them like this. It took about 25 minutes. But thank you for watching, and I hope you watch again. You never know what's going to happen in this kitchen. But I forgot to turn on my dishwasher last night. So I got dirty dishes everywhere. God bless y'all. Have a great evening. And tomorrow I'm going to be making soup for Randy's daddy for next week. Bye.